Hey everybody, good afternoon. Brought some cool bottles to share this afternoon. Thanks for having me, guys. One of the things I wanted to talk about, and I'll lead with this one, is one of the reasons why I'm in the hobby is for like the camaraderie, the fellowship, and the stories and sharing stories. And it's not always about the whiskey and what it tastes like. It's kind of about who you're sharing it with. So this one is a great concoction out of Woodford that a gentleman that I know and have been lucky enough to play golf with did with their master distiller, Chris Morris. Mostly pot still distilled, which is not my favorite. It's typically kind of metallic and earthy, and but they did a really nice job with that one. And the Woodford private barrels are typically two barrels that are blended together. So with that one, it's not even so much about what the whiskey tastes like, but kind of the story behind it's cool. And I met Justin when he was probably 14 or 15 years old. He's a FedEx Cup champion in the past, two-time major champion, which has been really cool to see. And he was born and raised in Louisville, so he's a whiskey guy just like I am. And our paths kind of crossed when we were in Louisville there. So that's a fun one to share. It's not the best in the lineup. No offense to Chris Morris and Justin. I love both those guys. But I thought it would be cool to try today, especially since the FedEx Cup just ended. The Ryder Cup is coming up in a couple weeks in New York City. So start over here on the right. So kind of a cool bottle. We did 50 of those in 375s. It's probably something nobody's ever seen in a smaller bottle, but there were 750s of it at the distillery. Man, it's probably been a year and a half ago, so that would have been maybe not even 7-year-old Double Jeopardy that was finished in a Bliss maple syrup barrel. So kind of a cool one there. Wanted to bring that, and we're going to kill that today, whether you guys like it or not. So we'll get everybody a little pour of that. There's only about 2.5 ounces in there, so maybe not even that much. So we'll go through that this afternoon. And then the Robusto's kind of my mother's texting me. I apologize. I'll have to text you back, Mom. So the Robusto's kind of cool. An OG bottle. That's actually bottle 1 of 50, which I didn't notice until I got here. Younger whiskey because it was very early in the evolution of the blendery, something that Tim would have blended. 7-year 51 rye, 6-year 36% rye bourbon. So those are the mash bills that we use now. Area 51, some of the 36% ryes. Call Me Old Fashioned was a really good one, and just a cool one to try that no one's probably seen and definitely probably never had. So moving along, this is one that probably fits the bill for cool story, but it's pretty darn good whiskey too. Obviously, it's recognizable from Buffalo Trace. That's a barrel that my buddies from here in Dallas, that I was actually buddies with before I even moved to Texas, picked with a guy named Freddie Johnson. They put his little quote on there. They put #Freddie. It's a very, what I would call medicinal cherry forward flavor profile. That's another one I would like to kill today, if you guys can help me out with that. And then moving right down the list, another one that's a super cool story. That's a gentleman that I got connected with. I don't know him. I've never met him, but he knows one of our members at the Whiskey Blendery, and he's lucky enough to be a Sazerac member. I think there's only maybe 10 to 11 of those in the entire world. He gets to pick a lot of cool barrels. That's one of them. It's a Weller 12 single barrel. Very rare. Not many of those out there in modern times, or really at all in the evolution of Buffalo Trace either. That one is a Lot B killer. So that's a 12-year Van Winkle killer. It drinks in the best way possible, bolder than 90 proof in a good way. Grape, cherry. I think you could blind it with some Van Winkle stuff and it would smoke it. I haven't done that yet. Maybe that's something we can do. That's another one I'd like to kill today. So you guys got to get to work. And then the last one here, one of my favorite lower proof whiskeys really that exist that I enjoy drinking on the regular. And this one's kind of cool because it's a vintage. It's a 2016 date code. I opened that on my birthday last year. My birthday is getting closer this year, so it's been too long where it hasn't been floated and recycled. So another one I want to finish, Michters 10-year bourbon. 91.4 proof, full of flavor, and one of my favorites. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and take care of your dogs and keep it whiskey.